Are you stuck in the cycle of codependency? 5 signs and behaviors to let you know you're codependent. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Clara's Revival. I am Latasha, your certified self-revival and master spirit coach. So before we get into this topic, I want to start off with this fact. Survivors of trauma and abuse subconsciously attract and seek codependent relationships. And I wanted to state that so we can start this off with some understanding, knowing that there's a reason why you are codependent. I want us to be gentle with ourselves. I want us to be kind with ourselves and show yourself the compassion that you so willingly show others. Let's get into number 1. You will most always put someone else's needs ahead of your own. For instance, somebody calls you needing $10 and you only got $10 to your name. You're going to give them that $10. You're going to put your well-being aside for someone else. Not only are you going to give them that $10, you're probably going to drive it up there to them and do a little something extra for them just to help them out with their situation and to comfort them. Number 2, you look to others for validation, self-worth, and direction. Even direction, y'all. Because you have previously went through that abusive wheel of power and control, you have learned to make yourself small. You have learned to put others' needs ahead of your own. You look for those kudos and pats on the back and that love bombing and that toxic fake love to make you feel good about yourself. You know, you hold very close to you what people think of you, what they perceive of you. You let people influence what you believe, what you wear, what you do. That's what that looks like, y'all. Number 3, you lack boundaries and self-esteem. You are afraid of rejection, so you choose not to stand up for yourself. You hardly use the word no. Anything anybody asks of you, yes, yes, you don't put up a fight. Because yet and still, you see others as more worthy than you. You see yourself as beneath. Number 4, you will struggle with criticism and perfectionism. See, because you've lived this life of sort of walking on eggshells and not being able to speak up for yourself, you have a hard time accepting when someone has something negative to say about you or offers any constructive criticism. You don't know how to positively take that information and process it. Instead, you hold it close to you. You believe whatever is that negative thing is. You think about it over and over, days and weeks later. You really just let it sit with you and fester. Perfectionism. You feel like you always have to be the best, putting your best foot and face forward all the time, saying yes for everyone, letting the world just sit on top of your shoulders proudly because you can do it all, because you're a perfectionist. You've been so hurt and so trained to seek that validation and think that you can do it by all the action that you give, all the effort that you put forth. You think that the more you do, the more you receive. When in actuality, the more you do, the more used you will be. Because of everything I previously stated, this creates the perfect environment for number 5. Your relationships will always be imbalanced. More than likely, if you're in one type of codependent relationship, you might fall into other codependent relationships. This not only applies to romantic relationships, but relationships at work, with your children, parent, family member. This dynamic happens all across the board. When a relationship is unbalanced, someone will always be giving more and someone will always be receiving more. The codependent person will most likely give the most and receive the least. Once again, I want to reiterate, if you find yourself being codependent, you can break free from this. First, you start with acknowledging it. If you choose to not acknowledge it, it's just going to make your life a living hell. You will find it hard to be successful with anything, make decisions and choices for yourself. You'll feel hopeless about your situation. You'll feel confused and lost. You'll lose that connection with God and your discernment. So please, if you've endured any type of trauma or abuse, especially for an extended period of time, get yourself some help. Some therapy is called for. And it's okay. Be patient with yourselves. Love yourselves. Start with the small things day by day. Start saying the word no more. Start speaking up for yourself more. Start taking more days of rest for yourself and doing what you want to do, not what someone else wants you to do. I'm speaking from experience. So please be patient. It will take time, but you can break free from it. I believe in you. I love you, and I will see you soon.